Recently I got a tip from one of my friends that was a big pen auction coming up. So I marked it on my calendar, and it was supposed to be on a Thursday. Well, the next day after I found out from him, it got postponed to the following week, Wednesday. So I kept waiting and waiting and waiting, and it finally approached. Yesterday was the auction. I went there, and it was awesome. So much Parker stuff. They had desk pens, vacuumatics, DUOFOLDS, clocks, radios, memorabilia, displays. So much cool stuff. Plus, it was on a Thursday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So that pretty much eliminated half the other locals that are going to be there bidding on pens. So it was a good day. A little hot, but I managed to pick up some awesome stuff. And let's take a look. Welcome back, fellow pen friends. You know who it is, your friendly pen addict, Triple B. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Brad, aka Big Bad Brad, and I love everything pens, especially Parker. Well, let's stop talking and let's start looking at some pens. Join me. I'm going to start off with one of my favorite pieces, and it's a die for a Parker Jotter clip. This is the male end, and this would come down and stamp the female side, which I can show you. I have another one of these in my collection. This is the female side, so the male would come down and stamp the clip, and that's how you would get the clip. But this mold here is for the big red, and that wasn't in this haul. Yeah, so that's one of my favorite pieces. True piece of art, in my opinion. Looks great. Almost looks like a little casket sitting there. Let me know what you think of that. So now we're going to go on to the jade desk bases. Most of these are dual fold, but there's a few 21s and 51s also. First up, this lovely piece. Nice little base, gold trim, black, little dual fold desk base. And here we have another one. And if I'm correct, I may not be, this receiver part may have been called a tulip. I believe on this one. This one looks different, so I'm not sure. If you know, let me know, please. I have another one. And this one has a sticker on the bottom, actually. It tells you all the different patent dates. I do not see a unit number, though. And I'm not going to read every unit number off and patent date and stuff like that. If you guys are interested, you can either ask me in the comments or just go ahead and pause the video. Here is a Parker 51 Magnetics desk base. The permanent magnet, model number 90-164. And it was called the Magnetics because this will just pop right off. Good for when you're traveling, you can take it off or storing it so you don't bust your pen or your pen base or whatever. Yeah, so that's the 51 Magnetics in the jade marble. And here's another one of those. I like the color on this one better. Let me know. 1 being this one, 2 being this one. Which is your favorite? And there's also the 51 Magnetic set. Next, this is one of the pieces my wife wanted in this lot. She really liked the clock, and it is a Finney Walker clock made in New York on a Parker desk base. Very cool. This one almost looks like it could be like a vacuumatic. The receiver looks different than the rest. I'm not sure. And we have 2 more jade desk bases. Slide these over here so we can put, they're a little larger. We'll put those in the middle here. And then we have another Magnetics fountain pen, Parker 21 desk space. The other ones were 50 ones. I'm pretty sure this is a 21. And yes, it is. Parker 21. The final Jade desk space. This is another 21 desk space, and this one comes with a little match holder and a name placard. And I'll be getting rid of all these. All these are going to be going into the store. Besides the clock, the wife wants that out of this line. Let's check out the next line. These next bases happen to be some of my favorite. I just love the black and white marble, and they look amazing. This one right here has a natural rock edge, which is really cool compared to the typical smooth edge. I like that natural rough corners and sides. I think that's really cool. And now we're in the black and marble. We have another 21. This pen does not belong on the set. A lot of the times at the auction yesterday, the pens were just stuck in random bases, so you kind of had to mix match and then figure it out. So a lot of these I'm going to be selling separate. A couple of these bases I probably will be keeping, especially this. And that is if I have a pen that will fit it. But till now, while I show you these, I'm just going to leave that there, and we're going to keep moving. We have another rough edged dual fold here. And this is a dual fold pen, but it is missing its nib section. And some of these are part pens, and some are good. Most of them are going to need a little work. Another black. No pat numbers or part numbers on that piece. And like I said, I got a lot of desk sets, but it's going to work out perfect because in a few weeks here in Janesville on Highway 51, AB Rustic Relics is going to be opening a booth that specializes in Parker pens, fountain pens, office and stationery, and I'll make sure to leave some links and updates as they come out. And that is the black marbled line. Let me know which piece is your favorite in the black marbled line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. I like this one a lot right here. And let me know if you still use a desk space. You know, I don't really go into too many offices these days and see desk spaces anymore. And I really think they're a classy piece for any office. Let's show you some more. Up next, I have a few interesting pieces for you that you'll like. Some more clip molds and nib molds. This one, I believe, is for the Parker T1 or the something. It's got a flat clip, but it's hard to tell right now because these are unused. They were never used, and they have the plastic still around them. And this one appears to be like a 21 clip. I can't quite tell. Let me know if you would remove this or would you keep them just how they are. So we got 2 clips there, still wrapped up in some kind of melted plastic to protect them from getting scratched and dinged in storage. And we have either 2 nib molds or 2 nib feed molds. I'm not exactly sure. Let me know if you know. One looks like it could be a 45. The other one looks like it could be a 180. This is my first time getting a hold of these. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep these or sell them. But they're really cool either way. Check out this. Isn't that awesome? A nice, I believe it's some sort of pheasant, or it could be a peacock. Let me know. I was thinking some kind of Asian pheasant. It's a nice brass dust set here. Very cool. It does not say Parker, but 80% of this lot was Parker, but I'm sure some of it might not be. Next item up, ceramic Parker 21 special fountain pen desk set with ashtray. Oh no, I knocked the sticker off. Let's see if we put that back on there. Gotta have the sticker, right? Ashtray. First, I thought this was metal because of the color, but this has got a real nice shine to it. It's ceramic. And this was a piece that Parker did with Hagar. Since these just rolled out, we have this Parker Challenger desk pen with a parquet nib. That'll be going on to our store. Cool looking little desk pen. We have a 51 and a dual fold, which is a cool color red. I don't see too often this red. I really like it. I just wish I had the nib. Some of these pens, I'm sure I could just transfer parts over from other ones and then complete them. But that would be a challenge for me, I'm sure. A lot of them I'll just put on eBay. If they're not complete, I'll put them on there and sell them as is. This is a cool piece. A nice printer's block. I believe it's a swan printer's block. I'm not exactly sure. I gotta do a little more research on it. But these would be used to print the advertising. And since I showed you this one right now, I gotta show you my other one, which is this awesome. And this is a giant Parker Senior stamp. Parker DUOFOLDS Senior. Isn't that stunning? And if you hold it real close, you can really see all the details. And they would use these to print inserts. Not inserts, but like flyers, pamphlets, and stuff like that. That is going into my personal collection. Sorry. Check out this Bang & Howard desk set radio. I also picked up this great set of Parker DUOFOLD countertop displays. Perfect little setup for displaying 3 Parker DUOFOLD pens. It's going to work nice in the shop. Next, a Parker Classic prop desk space with ballpoint pen, but as you can tell, this is not the correct pen to go with it. It would be a black version. This is what came in it. This is just going to go into the parts box. I have lots of those. Then, we have these beautiful bases with pens. First here, we have the Vacuumatic. A little dark. Hopefully, once I clean it up a little bit, I'll have a little bit more transparency. But a nice pen. Like I said, I'm not exactly sure if all these pens go with these bases, but this is how I got them. These two I think are right. This one here is the DUOFOLD. And it comes on this base here. And these stickers is not what I paid for them. I'm guessing the person that had these on the auction tried to sell them at one point. Got sick of selling them. All these bases were taking up too much room and then decided to auction them off. But the interesting thing, this next one right here, looks just like the DUOFOLD one, but is a Parker Right Fine. So I'm wondering if that was a subsidiary or like this is an actual Parker that they're rebranded for drugstores and so forth. If you know anything about that, let me know. And that is those lovely desk bases, Vacuumatics and DUOFOLDS. I'm sure you all noticed all the advertising and ephemera in the background. At the very end, I'm gonna cruise through that and let you take a peek at it all. So don't you worry your little heads. I'm not gonna leave you hanging forever. We have this Half Moon DUOFOLD desk base, very cool. My wife decided she wanted that. I don't know. I've seen it online as Half Moon, but it also looks, to me, it looks like a sunrise. I don't know exactly what's the correct term for it, but I found it as Half Moon. And they also have this copper Aztec design duofold bass. Really cool. Let me know which one you like better. I think I'm with this one. I'm pretty torn. I'm 50-50, I think. We have this big old clunker. Super heavy brass duofold bass. And real clean look. You have a spot here to lay your pen. Throw a couple coins down. Or whatnot. I like that one a lot too. Up next here is just a few parts that were in there. Nothing special. Duofold barrel. And then the little taper end piece from a duofold. Here's another printer's block. This one was to make advertisement and like advertising pamphlets for the Parker duofold. This I'm probably going to be keeping in my collection too, so I just love this. I actually have a very large fountain pen and pen related stamp collection. And that's on a wood block, and I'm guessing that's like some kind of copper, but I'm not exactly sure. Another desk base here. Duofold. I think this would be considered onyx. I'm not sure. I believe it's black onyx. Parker duofold base. This has a little coin spot here, an area to lay your pen. This duofold fountain pen is missing its nib. And I think it may also be missing its insides. Yeah, so it's just the barrel and the taper. And all these parts pens, I'll probably look for sale, or I'll hold on to some of them so I can perhaps complete the pens. It never hurts to have extra parts around. You never know when you're going to need it. And like I said earlier, I apologize if I get any of these wrong. Oh, sorry, I hit the camera. Get any of these wrong. I don't know everything, and I'm still learning. I just hope you enjoy the video and looking at this stuff with me and talking pens together. Another duofold. This one you can hold two pens or pen and pencil. This one has its nib. The taper's a little discolored, so I might swap that out if it fits. Nice heft to this pen. And that is because it's a mammoth. There's an orange one too we have. I don't have a base for this one. I guess I could probably go into any of these black bases, but I don't know if the orange with the black will look nice together. I haven't tried it out. Let's just pop it in. Yeah, it looks just fine. But yeah, I'll probably be keeping that duofold because I like a nice duofold. Especially a hefty senior like that. Good pen. This one's in great condition. Well, great condition other than one little spot. It's got a little damage right here. These lines in it with a nice imprint. Good nib. Great pen. Let's put that in there out of my way. Move those duofolds. And a lot of these, I would say, are probably between the 1920s to 1940s periods. But don't quote me on that. You can quote me on it. I'm sure I'm off on a few, but overall, I'd say I'm pretty on. Maybe a couple 50s. These pens here, these do not go in here. This is a duofold base, and these are 45 fountain pen desk pens. So I probably have some bases I can put those with, or I'll just sell them as is, but I have no interest in keeping those. And here is the desk space. Once again, Parker has so many different desk spaces. This is just the surface. You could probably go on for days just looking at all the different desk sets. Here's another one of my favorite pieces out of this lot, which is, oh, my cord's stuck. The award by A.F. Young. New used cars over 30 days, June 30th, 1936. It's an immaculate, marvelous looking Parker. I believe it's a Parker duofold clock. The clock is Penwood. This is the clock brand says. I don't see any Parker stamps, but a lot of the earlier bases would come off and so forth. And there's a Penwood radio. Yeah, but that's just this awesome Parker DUOFOLD pen base stand. Some of these I'm iffy on plugging them in. I don't want to mess them up, but I guess what it can hurt, I just have to make sure there's no frays in the cords and stuff like that. Bend stuff right before I try it so I don't short anything out or start a fire. Here we have Parker 21 fountain pen desk set. Yeah, 2 pens, chrome trim. And these are also magnetic, so you can pop these off. Put them back on. A little slot for your pen. Parker model number 243. And it says with the 51 aerometric it was $47.50. With the 51 special it was $42.50. And with the 21 it was $32.50. Little things to know. Here's one of the last items coming up in this lot. The stunning Parker 21 lamp. This is going to be going onto my desk sometime in the future. Right now, I really don't fit the feng shui of it. I'm going to have to put it in the storage for a bit, but I just absolutely love it. I will be sharing some more close-up pictures on my social media. If you'd like to check those out, make sure to visit us. And here it is. And 3, 2, 1. Dun, 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 dun. December 25th is DUOFOLD Day Printer's Block. This is immaculate condition. Great print. They use this to make an advertisement. They put on pamphlets and flyers and so forth. And it features a calendar and the Parker DUOFOLD fountain pen. And this has amazing details. You don't really find stuff like this too often. And when you do, you just want to keep it for yourself. Alright. That's my favorite item in this lot. Let me show you this ephemera. And then we'll wrap this party up. Hope you guys have been enjoying the video so far. And if you have, make sure you subscribe to AB Rustic Relics. We post pen hauls, reviews, fun videos, and so much more. Alright, let's continue, guys. First up, Parker 61. Biggest thrill of a lifetime. Give a Parker 61. And all this ephemera is going to be from different magazines and newspaper prints and so forth. A good variety and lots of cool stuff. Super 21, the 61, and the 45. The Minim, the Princess, and the VIP Jotter. Next, another Parker 61 piece. Then, the Norman Rockwell Christmas print, Parker 61. And this was from a special line that Parker Pen commissioned Norman Rockwell to do. And these are featured on Parker Pen plates quite often. I also have them on some postcards that are on our eBay page. It's another 61 print. And then this one has the rainbow cap there, which is a very special cap to find in the Parker world. The 21. Parker Super Quink ink. Another 61. I got a lot of 61s, I realized. And I actually got a really good deal on these. They weren't moving real fast, so I just threw my hand up to the auctioneer and offered him $1 each on all these. Don't tell anybody. And I got these for a real great deal, and I'm going to be selling these at the new store. T-ball jotter, and our booth will be located at Best of Janesville on Highway 51 when we start up, and that's going to be a little bit after the 1st of next month. Another Parker one, and I'm not sure what exactly that looks like. It's a cap activated. I was going to say a 75, but it's an international. Pardon me. A lot of those cap activated ones all look real similar to me. One for Father's Day. Another 61 ad. And let me know which ones of these are your favorite. I love a lot of old ads. I like the colors and the little catchy pitches and stuff they use. And it's really cool. This one is for the T-ball jotter. And the deluxe and the special. The Parker Princess. Move this back a little bit. The VIP. The Minim. An old T-ball ad. This one looks like it's from a newspaper, perhaps. Talks about how the T-ball is porous and how it holds ink. Shows what the first cartridges look like. And you can see on the early jotters, it had a ridge clip and a domed button. Another Parker jotter one. These two. Are you spending time selling your competitor's stock? Many pen dealers are, and here is how it's done. Do you train salespeople to sell your competitor's stock? So these cool little things from Parker Pen. And then we have this countertop display here. This is made out of wood. And this piece of ephemera framed up. It's very nice. Not Parker, but I was in this lot. This is a 1930 Aurora print. Very cool. And that is all she wrote. Alright guys, that's all she wrote. I hope you enjoyed looking at my Parker Pen auction haul, because I definitely enjoyed sharing it with you. Let me know what items were your favorite. Mine has to be the DUOFOLD printer's block and the DUOFOLD orange senior fountain pen. Both great, amazing pieces. I also love the lamp and the clock. They're probably both going to be on my desk soon. And a lot of this stuff you'll see on our eBay page or pop up in our new booth coming up here at Best of Janesville. If you like this video and you like Parker Pen or anything vintage fountain pens or just appreciate quality writing instruments, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe and share the love, because it helps this channel grow so much. And we hope you enjoyed. Till next time, this is Big Bad Brad saying, ciao, man.